Hello and welcome to this Let's Talk, just short Let's Talk, and we're talking about is you've seen these pictures of these anime characters, usually mainly female anime characters that I've seen in like a few of my anime that I watched that there's only two of the pictures I have here because it's not a really big thing, but it's just something that kind of annoys me. But I'm not saying there's anything against the people who created these animes and something that they should take out or anything. It's like you've seen like these two different pictures. The thing that they have in common is like these female characters, they have like that one hair peeking out. I'm not sure even how it could be described as one hair. That'd be like a lot of hair just peeking out. But when I originally saw these animes, and I'll talk about the animes themselves a little bit, I just want to like grab the hair and cut it because it just seems so out of play. It's like, why did they do that? If you could tell me, please leave in the description below why this is a thing in some animes, because it's just weird. Why do they have all straight hair except for that one little thing? That makes no sense to me. It just seems odd as hell. Especially since one of them has, a helmet, I think. Yeah, one of them actually has a helmet. It's talked about that person here in a second. The first one, lady, is in a show. Both of these you can find on Netflix currently. I'm not sure if there's any other places you can probably find them. You probably can, but I saw these shows on Netflix. And the first one is, it's called Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Work. I think that's where because she's in two of these. There's two of them on Netflix. I'm not sure how they would work because supposedly there's three of them, but there's only two of them on Netflix, and that's Fate Stay and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Work, because supposedly there's also just, Fate Stay Night. So I've seen on searching of these stuff, but yeah, they're on Netflix, and the character is a I think I wouldn't really want to spoil it. It's better if you haven't seen the anime, you should see it if you have Netflix, It's a good anime. I've enjoyed it. This is like actually the second time I've been viewing it. It's a very good anime. And the other anime that's on Netflix is only one season, which sucks because I find it a very good anime, but there is some weirdness to it because it's like there's parts where you have to have subs on because for me, I don't care for the subs. I like I can't speak that. I would say movies. I like anime with action for the most part. I mean, I don't mind most animes that don't have a lot of action. I mean, there's some that are just good dialogue, but for the most part, I can't keep up with the reading and what's happening on the screen. It's like it's so much of a task to do. I mean, I don't mind it if I need to, because I mean, there's some foreign films I like. There's a foreign film called Chocolate. There's a foreign film called The Good, the Bad, and the Weird. They're good movies. I enjoy them, but can only be dubbed. I don't mind that, but I prefer, if you don't know what the two versions are, dubbed and sub. I said dubbed, I meant to say sub originally. I don't mind them being subbed. Now, sub means subtitle. That means they are in a language that you don't understand, and you need to have it subtitled into a language that you do. And dubbed is when it's from a foreign land, like a lot of animes are. They're from Japan or some other places, but the majority of which they've come from is Japan. And being that, dubbed is when you take the animation itself and change up the language to one which you do know, like an anime which is in Japanese. I don't know why I just stumbled there. An anime that is in Japanese can be dubbed into a variety of different languages. Usually it's always English because we're always trying to take shit from other countries and trying to better have it understood into our language. But originally, most of the times, it's always dubbed. You have to read what they're being said, and a lot of times, which reason people don't like subbed. Damn, I keep getting those fucking mixed up because they're so similar. Subbed and dubbed. Again, sub means subtitled, and dubbed means that it's dubbed in a different language. They got different, voice actors doing the same kind of dialogue, but a lot of times it's not. That's why people hate dubbed and prefer sub, because a lot of times when they go from one country to another, they take out some aspects of a scene, or just the scene itself, or just reword it as well. That's why people hate it. It's some of the dialogue that's in the original language works better than the way in which it is dubbed into another language, because sometimes they take out certain words they find uncomfortable for the viewing audience or whatever. Because a lot of the anime they bring over here, they try to market it more towards kids, but that's not the way to which it was marketed, because some of these animes are more towards adults, and that's why people prefer the original work with subtitles instead of being dubbed into a language in which they can understand when they hear it. But I've gotten across a point here, in which I want to talk also about the second one, which is called The Devil is a Part-Timer, which is a pretty okay anime. I like it. Like I said, though, unfortunately some parts aren't dubbed. You have to use sub, because the way the show works, there possibly a good reason, because it wouldn't be actually spoken in any actual correct language. Because to kind of give a synopsis about it, is you're in this other world in which there are different versions of the devil. And there's the main one, which is the devil. You also have Lucifer. You have a bunch of other people which would be under him called as generals. But there are these people, of course, fighting back against the devil and his hordes, in which he's pushed back into another world in which he becomes, more human, because he's brought over into the earth where there isn't what would be known as magic. Because in his world, the devil world, there's a bunch of magic. That's where they get usually all their powers. But then you come to regular earth, in which you don't usually have much power, but there's a way to get it somewhat. But there are some points and times in which they are changing their language towards a more understandable one. So it could be possible that the original language which they were speaking were of a certain tongue that isn't spoken actually on this planet. But that's for you to decide. That's what my thought is of why it isn't all dubbed in the anime. But again, as I stated, it is only one season, which they only had. There is more in the manga if you wish to read more. But yeah, this little Let's Talk Anime, which I was talking about, is the girls here poking out. If you could, please explain it to me. I'd like to know, because I've been curious about it for a long time, because it's kind of annoying me. Like I said, every time I see it in an anime, I just want to take that hair and cut it. Because it just seems so out of place. I don't get it. Why do they have so much straight hair, except for that one little pointy one? Why? Seriously, because if the rest of the hair straight was not that one. And why wouldn't, being that it's a girl, because this is all female people that have that I've seen in the animes, like I said, there's only these two. But why wouldn't they just straighten out that part as well, or just at least cut it themselves? It just seems kind of odd. But thank you for watching this, and as again, please, if you want to leave any comments, any understanding to help me understand the whole hair thing, put them in the comment section below. Hit that thumbs up, and I hope you have a rock'em sock'em day. Peace.